welcome to our math lesson for the week. We have been the last 2 weeks working on identifying coins and their values. Last week we worked on adding them together, is like adding dimes together by counting by tens, or adding nickels together by counting by fives, or quarters by counting by 25s, which is kind of the weird one, but like I said, if we practice that 25, 50, 75, $1 over and over, you'll get it. And then counting pennies, which is just one. So hopefully you guys got that practice last week, and that is something you can do all the time. You don't need a computer, you don't need anything. Just practice counting by fives, practice counting by tens. That'll help you with your money. We also talked about how when you're adding money, to always start with the biggest coin first, the biggest value coin first, and work your way down. So you'd always start with a quarter, because that's the biggest. Common coin, there are $50, but those are not common. You start with a quarter, because that's 25, a dime next, which is 10, a nickel, which is 5, and a penny, that's 1. You always want to start with the biggest and work your way down when counting. And so that's what we're going to be doing this week, is practicing adding mixed coins. So not just all dimes, not just all nickels like we had last week, but coins mixed together. So on Tuesday, what I'm going to have you do is you'll open up the form that we have and scroll to this page, and on your device, whatever you use, just count it up with your fingers and point to it. If you can print it out and circle it, great, but you can just do it on your screen. So the first one we had, and I circled them on here, is, well, what we're going to do is they have a value here, and they want you to add up the coins to get to that value. So like we said, always start with the biggest value. It'll help us get to that number quicker. So the first one is 82 cents. So I'm going to count with my quarters. I'd go 25, 50, 75. Okay, well that's still less than 82, so I'm good. And then the next would be $1. Oh shoot, $1 is too high. I gotta go back. So I had to stop at 75 cents with quarters. I'm like, okay, I'm at 75. Could I add a dime? No, that would be 85. So I'm not gonna do that. Can I add a nickel? Oh yeah, that'd be 80. If I added another nickel, that would be 85. That's too high, so I don't need another nickel. So I just need 81, 82. For the next one, it was $1.25. Well, I know 4 quarters is $1, so that's good. I have $1. And then I can do $1.10, $1.20. If I added another dime, that would be too much. That would be $1.30. So I know I'm going to have 2 dimes and 1 nickel. So you're going to do that for the rest of these. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go through each one, but you can pause the video to see what I have circled. For 57 cents, I did 2 quarters, a nickel, and 2 pennies. For 35 cents, I did 1 quarter, 1 dime. And for $1.15, I did 4 quarters, 1 dime, 1 nickel. So that's what you're gonna do on Wednesday. Please ask family for help. This is a hard thing to learn how to do, so please reach out, or if you want to reach out to me during office hours or email me, I'm happy to help you walk through that. So that's your Tuesday homework. On Wednesday, it's the same thing, and I'll go over the answers for you, and you can come back and listen to this video to see if you got it right, or look if you got it right. For 60 cents, it is 2 quarters, 1 dime. For 45, it's a quarter and 2 dimes. It'd be 25, 35, 45. For 75 cents, or 72 cents, I'm sorry, it's 2 quarters, which is 25, 50. And then a dime, 60, another dime, 70, 71, 72. For 90 cents, I have 3 quarters, 25, 50, 75. I had 1 dime, 85, and then 1 nickel, 90. And then $1.35 would be 4 quarters, 25, 50, 75, $1. And if I had another quarter, I would use that, but I don't. So my next thing to do would be 3 dimes, $1.10, $1.20, $1.30, $1.31, 32. So use the same strategy that I talked to you guys about at the beginning. Start with your quarters and see how many you can get to. Like for this one, if I did 25, 50, okay, well I know 50 is less than 60. If I get another quarter, that's 75. Oh man, that's too big. So nope, I don't need another quarter. I just need 2. So I have 50 cents so far. What if I add a dime? 60. Oh, there I am. So you're gonna have to use that same strategy for all of those to help you get to the correct number. So you're gonna do that on Wednesday. And another sheet just like that again on Wednesday. I'll go over the answers with you. 21 cents. Oh, I can't even use any quarters on that one. I'm gonna use 2 dimes, 10, 20, and a penny, 1. For 11 cents, I'm gonna use, again, no quarter, that's too big. A dime, which is 10, a penny, which is 11. $1.05, I know 4 quarters are in $1. So I'm going to use it all 4 quarters, and 5 cents I know is a nickel, so I'll use a nickel. 38 cents, I'm going to use a quarter. 2 quarters would be too much, so I'm going to have 25, a dime, which would be 35, and 3 pennies, 36, 37, 38. And for 55 cents, well, I know 2 quarters is 50 cents, and to get to 55, I know I'm going to have to add 5. Well, 5 is a nickel. So on Thursday, you're going to add up the coins. They gave you coins, and you need to add up how much they are. And here is a strategy that you guys can use when you're doing this. What you can do is, underneath each coin, what I want you to do is write the value. So 25, 25, 2 quarters. The dimes are worth 10, so I wrote 10, 10, 10. The nickels are 5, 5. The pennies are 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So then at the bottom, what I did was added them together. So the first one was 25. I didn't have to add anything. 25 plus 25, 2 quarters is 50 cents. So I wrote 50 right there. Then I'm adding 10. 50 plus 10 is 60. 60 plus 10 is 70. 70 plus 10 is 80. 80 plus 5 is 85. 85 plus 5 is 90. 90 plus 1 is 91. 91 plus 1 is 92. 92 plus 1 is 93. So I ended up with 93 cents. So I did the same strategy on the next one. I first wrote what all their values are underneath them. 25, 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 1. Then I added them up. I don't have to add anything here. This is my first coin, 25. So then I did 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 10 is 45. 45 plus 10 is 55. 55 plus 10 is 65. 65 plus 5 is 70. 70 plus 5 is 75. 75 plus 5 is 80. 80 plus 1 is 81. And then for the last one, same thing. I wrote down the values first. I have 25. I'm going to add 25. That gives me 50. 50 plus 25 is 75. 75 plus 10 is 85. 85 plus 5 is 90. And 90 plus 1 is 91. So that is your work on Thursday. And you're going to do the same thing. You have another page on Thursday. And we'll go over that together now. I wrote down all of the values first. And then I'm going to start adding. 25 plus 5 is 30. 30 plus 1 is 31. 31 plus 1 is 32. My total is 32 cents. I wrote down all the values underneath the coin. Then I added on the bottom row. 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 10 is 40. 40 plus 5 is 45. 45 plus 1 is 46. 46 plus 1 is 47. 47 plus 1 is 48. 48 plus 1 is 49. For your total of 49 cents. On the last one, I did the same thing again. I wrote the values underneath first. That is really going to help you because it's going to be right in front of you and will help you add. So I had 25. I added 25 is 50. 50 plus 5 is 55. 55 plus 5 is 60. 60 plus 5 is 65. 65 plus 1 is 66. 66 plus 1 is 67. 67 plus 1 is 68. 68 plus 1 is 69. My total is 69 cents. And then on Friday, this is a challenge. This is hard because they kind of scrambled all the coins together. And this is really going to come in handy. Remember, when we first started, we practiced looking at the front and the back of the coins, know what they look like, so we'll know what coin is hiding on here. And so I started to do something where as I saw them, I wrote the values, and I was like, Miss Tar, that is not a good strategy. Remember, they told you to start with the biggest numbers first and then work your way down. So I scratched that out, and I remembered the strategy. So what I did was I wrote down how many quarters I saw first. I saw 2 quarters. I wrote down 25 plus 25. Then I wrote down how many dimes I saw, which was 4. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Sorry, that was 3. I wrote 3 over there. 3 dimes. And then I saw, sorry, I turned on the light. Then I saw 1, 2 nickels. So I wrote 5. Did I write down? Oh, see, I didn't even write that down right. Teachers make mistakes too. There's actually 2 nickels and 1 penny. So actually my answer is going to be wrong there too. So I have 2 quarters, which is 25, 50, 3 dimes, 60, 70, 80. And then I actually have 2 nickels, so it would have been 85. And then I should have another nickel right here, 90 plus 1 is 91. So this answer is actually 91. I was wrong. I apologize, guys. See, this is hard stuff. All these things jumbled together. I missed one of the nickels. So I remembered my strategy when I did number 2, and I put them in order.
Mama,
Thank you. I started with the biggest one. I saw 1 quarter, so I put 25. Then I saw 1, 2 dimes, so I put 2 dimes. Elsie, you can't do that, sweetie. Then I put 2 nickels, 05, 05, and then 3 pennies. 1, 2, 3. So I have 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 10 is 45. 45 plus 5 is 50. 50 plus 5 is 55. 55 plus 1 is 56. 56 plus 1 is 57. 57 plus 1 is 58. So on number 3, did the same strategy. I see 2 quarters, I wrote 25, 25. I see 2 dimes, 10, 10, and I see 1 nickel, 5. So I started with 25 plus 25 is 50. 50 plus 10 is 60. 60 plus 10 is 70. 70 plus 5 is 75. Then I went from biggest to smallest here too. I have 1 quarter, 1 dime, 1 nickel, 2 pennies. 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. 40 plus 1 is 41. 41 plus 1 is 42. So I have 42 cents there. And then on Friday, I have one more challenge activity. Same thing on this page. Number 5, I wrote down, I have 1 quarter, so I put 25. My next biggest would be a dime, so I looked for the dimes. I see 2 dimes, so I wrote 10 and 10. Next biggest would be a nickel. I see 2 nickels, 5, 5. and 2 pennies, 1 1. So 25 plus 10 is 35.
Mommy.
35 plus 10 is 45.
Mama, can I have my iPad?
In a minute, baby. 45 plus 5 is 50. 50 plus 5 is 55. 55 plus 1 is 56. 56 plus 1 is 57. Number 6 did the same strategy. I started with my biggest quarters. And oh look, there are no quarters. So I'm going to move on to the next biggest, which was a dime. And I saw 3 dimes. So I wrote down 10, 10, 10. Then I saw 1, 2, 3 nickels. I wrote down, see, I messed up again. My number's gonna be wrong again. And I didn't even write the total, so that's good. At least I didn't put that in there. So I have 3 10s, which is 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30. Then I should have 3 nickels. 30 plus 5 is 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. And then I should have another 5 in here. 40 plus 5 is 45. And then 4 pennies. 45 plus 4 is 49. So your total is going to be 49 cents here. Number 7, I'm going to work at the top, our biggest down. So I have 2 quarters, which would be, or 3 quarters, 25, 25, 25, 3 dimes, 10, 10, 10, 2 pennies, 1 1. So 25 plus 25 is 50, 50 plus 25 is 75, 75 plus 10, 85, 85 plus 10, 95, 95 plus 1, plus 10 is 105, 105 plus 1 is 106, 106 plus 1 is 107. And finally, the last one of our coin unit. I see 4 quarters, so I wrote down 4 25s. I see 1 dime, 1 nickel, 1 penny. So I know 4 quarters is $1. $1 plus 10 is $1.10. $1.10 plus 5 is $1.15. And $1.15 plus 1 is $1.16. So you guys can do these sheets, but also what I want you to do is find change around your house and practice adding them up. Put all different values in there, take some out, add some in. Practice counting coins. The more you practice it, the better you're going to be. This is a hard thing to catch on to, so that's why I want you to practice as much as you can. And don't forget the strategy to start with the biggest coins first, the biggest value coins first. Count those first, then move to the next highest value, and so forth. Feel free to call me during our conference hours with your parent, or email me and I'd be happy to help. I hope you guys have a great day and happy coin counting.